Hello, today let us solve a matrix problem. Set matrices to 0. What we need to here is to modify the matrix. If the row or a column contains a 0, the entire row and the entire column should be converted to 0. Let us check out the naive approach first, where we use some space. Let us take two arrays, rows and columns of values false, and if the matrix of I and j is equal to 0, then mark the rows and the calls array to true, and traverse it again. If any of the rows or calls are happen to be here, convert the whole matrix calls or rows to zeros and submit. Let's submit this naive approach and check out the optimal approach in the next part of this video, where I use constant space to get this task done. You can see it works perfect. Let's start with the optimal approach. Let us see the optimal approach right now. To do the optimal approach, we'll take the extra variable c0. So if the matrix of ij happens to be a 0, we set the first element of the row to 0, and if we are in the first column, we'll set c0 to 0, or let's say take it this as 1, and mark the first element of the column to 0. We took the c of 0 to 0 to fill the first and initial columns. That means the pattern is here. So let us take this again. If we found anything that's equal to 0 at the very start, we'll just change all the rows to zeros, or we happen to write something like this. Even if the column is found to be having zeros, we just change it. Here comes the neat part, where you need to change the initial row if it contains 0, and we need to traverse the array from M and change the total matrix to zeros. As we are traversing through the rows, let's convert this to 0, and for the initial column, if c0 is equal to 0, and we'll go through M, N, and convert this to 0, and let us return the matrix and let us submit it directly. There is a little error with the code. We just need to start from the 1, because we need to update the initial row if anything found, and the initial column if anything found. We just apply this algorithm to the remaining part except the first row and the first column. We will write another logic for them if we found any zeros. This works only for the part where we need to check the zeros and all everything. That's it. If you have anything else, please check the link below, and the problem is in the description. Please like and share.